Hello everyone, welcome back. This is definitely not my usual streaming hours, as any of my regulars would know. This is 3 a.m. Australian time and I'm awake, so I'm going to play RimWorld. You guys can play with me, play with the game. So I'm going to mostly be doing base building. There's a good chance there's going to be a lot of like back and forth where I'm like putting down dots and like removing them and stuff, but I had a few people say they wanted to see that. So I figured I wasn't going to hold back with that. So the problem I've got is that I don't have a lot of beds. And I don't feel like putting extra beds in here. I feel like having a few nice lavish kind of rooms. So what I kind of wanted to do was go straight across here on both ends and see what I could do with maybe like a bed space. I don't know if I can build over that. What is this? Not fertility. I need to know if I can build over something. Might be that. I might not be able to build all the way over to there. If that's the case. These are pretty much equal. I might be able to take it down from where their power source is coming down and then take it across. I sort of do want them to be able to kind of move around while I'm doing this, but I also kind of want them sort of stopped where they are. Also, is this supposed to be us there? Oh, that's right. I had that one come down a bit further for that reason. That's okay. I could... Tell you what, I'm going to make this that little bit longer. And I'm going to get the electricity and I'm going to bring it down by one more. The only reason why the other one is actually longer is because I had it air conditioned on the other side. Hello. Hello, Batagotti. I know I just butchered that. Can I call you Bat? Is Bat okay? I also save a lot. So if you guys haven't seen me before, because as I said, this is not my usual time that I stream, then you'll find me saving quite a lot. Pretty sure we just... Oh, it's mid-spring. I didn't realize we were this far into spring. Yeah, so I'm on a permanent summer map. Hey, monkey. I haven't got to say hello to you for a while. Yeah, I have Prepare Carefully. So I'll just pause this for a sec. So when I started this game, I brought in 12 people from my previous maps. So up to Silverware, up to here, right? And I brought in, I think it was two male cats, 3 female cats. I think I brought in a couple of male-female panthers, and I brought in a couple of male-female thrumbos. And just because on one of my maps originally it randomized me and got me thrumbos as pets, as the first pets that I went in the game with, instead of just like a panther or something random. So then from there, traditionally I've been bringing in a thrumbo or 2. The only problem is on not my last map, my previous map before that, my people got in, had a tantrum and slaughtered them all. Yeah. So I don't have many mods. This is RimWorld and most people play it with like a billion mods. And I don't play with many mods. I've only got about 5 or 6. And they're all very vanilla kind of mods. And the one big one that I do use is Prepare Carefully. And Prepare Carefully allows you to bring in, say, a custom amount of people. And it allows you to bring in special things. Like, for instance, I brought in something extra special. I brought in these psychic emanators, and what they do is they make people feel better. And so everybody, my main people, they came in with like some nice armor. My first 3 girls, Lumi, Amiya, and Shizuka, they came in with some really nice armor. And all of my first 12 came in with absolutely buffed out points, just so we could get this fucking off the ground, because they have been killing each other non-stop. and I had been killing them non-stop. My last colony was 134 or 137 people, something like that. And I had like 300 plus animals. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say we're immortal because we have lost half of the people we had when I played it last. Everybody is in pain, was starving out on a caravan. We went out on a caravan, made a bit of a mistake. We kind of went out before winter, and I think that was the one where we headed down here, and we just decided to go the extra mile to them just to see if we could get a bit more steel. We ran out of food, and then somebody died, and the caravan stopped. And I had to send out a second caravan to get out there. And by the time that caravan got out there, 3 more people died, and they were incapable of moving again. So then I had to send out more people, and then everybody came back. Everybody was starved. Everybody was cranky. And because I'm on a new medication at the moment, I am basically comatose or asleep all the time. So I had like no brain cells to deal with it. So I just beat everybody up and was like, cool, you guys can deal with it now. And yeah, we lost half the colony, unfortunately. Normally I would fight a lot harder to keep them. I'd re-roll. By re-roll, I mean I'd save before an event and load back and try to prevent that from happening. But that was just not happening. So I just kind of went with it. Also, if I sound a little shaky, I'm kind of freezing. It's not cold, but it's like, it's pretty chilly and I've got to jump on. I'm still pretty cold. Yeah, it's 3 a.m., monkey. It's 3 a.m. I'm pretty cold. I've got like the room shut and everything to be a bit warmer, but I'm a bit cold. Trying to remember how to get a wall nice and smooth. There we go. There it is. Yeah, so we had like 40 something people, and now we're down. And monkey, since you've been on, I managed to get the bed sorted out. Look, we don't have shit in our bedrooms now. We actually have storage. Look at that. That happened. Oh, man, 2 p.m. sounds warm. I don't care what hemisphere you're on. It sounds warmer than right now. I normally stream between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. But I've just started a new medicine about a week or a fortnight ago. And it's really just, it's doing me a solid by just making me asleep all the time. So I can't be awake for my normal streaming time. So I went, fuck it, I'll be awake now. I might as well be doing something. Nah, all the shit outside expires. So what I'm thinking about doing, what I was going to do, I was going to make a little sort of bed area. Oh, for God's sake, they're still doing it. Yes, I understand you guys are recreationally starved. Look, she's on her way to put that down right now, but she's got to stop and kick her ass, so... You know, you could have had a telescope. You chose to get your ass handed to you. Oh, man. Almost 0 Celsius. Oh, God, no. No. Not that kind of temperature. No, thank you. It's not cold like that, but it's just like there's a chill to the air today, and I don't really know why. Like, I don't know. I've had a shower and like my hair's almost dry, but I'm just really cold. Like my fingers, my feet and everything are really, really cold. Yeah, so what that guy just did then, that's what they've been doing. And it's just been that non-stop for the last couple of times I've played this, and everybody is currently sore or going insane or whatever. I used up almost all of these little psychic soothe pulses that I've got in my storage. Oh yeah, I moved over my butchering station too, so it's no longer on the other side. So I actually don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I've slapped the research benches in here, which I might look at doing research. I haven't researched much yet because I know that this can go super fast. Alright, what's going on? I was just having a tantrum. Nobody gives a shit about that. I was reading stuff. Oh, come on. What now? Ari. Okay, I don't care if they're having a daze or whatever. I just hate that this covers it. What I wanted was... I was originally going to go for the deep drill, but then I realized that that's not what I actually want. What I wanted was this thing. I want to get them to get up to here. Which is going to take a little bit because they've got to research... Yeah, that one, microelectronics, and then that. That's all right. You go around your insulting tree. All right. Oh, yeah. So my recreational room is now huge. We brought back a couple of extra game boards. We made some billiards and we made some, poker and all that sort of stuff. And we got them an extra TV. And you know how they destroyed the fucking telescope? Well, we bought a new telescope for them. And I'm waiting for them to install it because at the moment, their biggest complaint is they don't have recreational stuff going on. And I'm like, you guys could have recreational stuff going on if you stop destroying the recreational stuff. Their dining table's disgusting. Honestly, they're doing pretty well for their medical area at the moment because that was just disgusting. Oh yeah, we finished the fence. We finished the gigantic fence, but then somebody had a tantrum, so the animals got out again. We have got a few more animals. I ended up getting some ducks, some chickens. I see you. I fucking see you. Can you... No, you're playing billiards. Amia should be able to do this. Instead of milking that, go kill that. Yeah, see, it's currently in there. No, you don't want them to go insane. If they keep going insane, if I keep losing people, I said this a couple of days ago when I was last streaming, I said that if they end up killing everybody, or going insane to the point where everybody's incapacitated and I get the Men in Black turn up and stuff, I'm just doing a new map. Like, I am trying really hard to get them to have the big colony again. I'll have to, like, basically take in every prisoner I get. But yeah, I lost so many. I'm going to try to take on some of the animals too. They can take on that mega sloth now that they're back. Yeah, so I've got... Well, this is our animal hospital. For some reason, they keep putting the unfertilized eggs in here instead of taking them to the fridge. These are actually from 2 winters ago. So they're, like, well and truly gross, but whatever, they keep putting them in here. So yeah, we've got a little bit of food that they can store in here, and we've got a little bit of medical that they can put in here. I saw you just lay that egg. Hey, it's a fertile one. That's really good because I think our male chicken got killed. A cougar got in the pen and killed one of the thingies. I know it's really hard to see because they don't have any lights out here, but yeah, we ended up with this double-lined fence. Here's our little stockpile of, like, corpses. But yeah. Oh yeah, we've got internal growing rooms, finally. The only problem is we don't have the steel for the electricity. And it turns out that in winter I'm going to need heaters. Because I tried to push through in winter and nothing grew. And this is all sprouted by like 2 or 3 people doing a solid job in spring. We got all of our air conditioners. That's not getting powered. Why isn't it? It's coming from this way. Oh, that's right. Something blew up earlier. Until I got this last couple of wires connected, these were just overrunning and just blowing up everywhere they possibly could, as you would expect with a lot of power. Maybe. I was just speaking to somebody on YouTube about it just before I actually hopped on today. And the... what do you call it? The colony map that I had up that had the sand, they won't dig. So if I want to continue, I'd need a new map again anyway. And I think the biggest thing is, like, I feel like every time I play that game, I feel like I need to know so much more than I actually do when I play it. I think the other big thing too is it does help when I have people online that can help me with it, help me kind of like guide and learn and stuff. But you know, I can't rely on people to be online all the time to sort of help me through that. Whereas like I said, like games like RimWorld, I don't really need a brain cell to be playing this. If I'm kind of comatose, you know. It's a good game though. That's the only thing is like I feel like Dwarf's Fortress is such a good game in its own right. It's just that it's kind of like purposely difficult to get into. And I think that like I say purposeful, and I do think that the creators did make it that way for a reason, that kind of like only people that really super duper really want to play it are going to be able to, or otherwise people that are like really good at retaining a lot of information about games and stuff might be good at it. But yeah, I just find that what I can remember on the fly is not enough to kind of get a colony off the ground. Like the best advice I got today for it was that realistically what I should be doing is digging down 2 floors straight up and then looking at doing more stuff lower down instead of dealing with like the cave-ins and shit on the first floor. So, I mean, even stuff like that that's been, I would guess, maybe a month since I played it. And that was some solid fucking advice that made me sit there going, well, yeah, why didn't that come naturally to me just playing it? Also, I think we had a person gave up and left the map. I remember seeing somebody say, like, you know how this person's walking around like with this blue, right? And they're just psychotic wandering. So I remember something popping up over here, but it wasn't red. And when I looked along here, nobody was red. And I never picked up on it. But I think somebody actually left. My main 12 is still there. It must have just been one of the other ones. Because, yeah, I remember them having a psychotic state and then, yeah, just not being there. We also had a couple of quests come up and I just had to actively turn them down because I didn't have the capacity to think through anything. Basically, this medicine that I'm on is kind of like, it's making me sleep up to 25 hours at a time without waking up. Like I'm not eating or drinking or like getting up for a toilet or anything like that. Like I'm not soiling myself or anything, but at the same time, I'm not waking up. And then when I am awake, I'm basically comatose anyway. So I'm not really with it. So I've been missing a lot of my times to stream and I've just been not functional. So even now I woke up at 11 p.m., I think. Taking me till about now to kind of like be alert enough to be able to stream. And even then, like I didn't even notice that was off. Yeah, it's been all over the place. And the worst part is like, for people that say either only like see me occasionally through Twitch or like don't follow me on like Twitter or in my Discord or something like that, where I do tend to put notifications about what's going on. Those people sort of just miss out and just don't have the information what's happening and where I am. Grizzly bears. Holy fuck. We don't really need that to be happening. How many are there? That looks like there's 3. It's 4. And that's not good. Alright. You man and your dog, we're gonna need you. It's technically every man, woman, and panther. I think that's everybody. Raid. Alright. I don't believe that half of these people have a gun because every time somebody's got hurt, they've dropped their gun. So I'm expecting nobody to have weapons. Also, half my base is like hurt currently. This will be interesting. I'm kind of hoping that they just come straight down. Yeah, I've got some swords. There's a Minigun. There's a couple of miniguns in here. Come on, guys. Just get a little bit closer so that they come towards us. Can some of you, like, shoot? There we go. Alright, boy's pretty much fucked. He's like walked straight into that bear. Lol. Yeah, you say that because it's not monkeys this time, monkey. Okay, they should be right to take that one out. Now, I do need somebody to finish that one off and take him back. Because what will happen is if they don't finish this guy off, he's just going to get up and hurt somebody else. Plus, boy was like mostly incapacitated to begin with. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. That gives us 4. Well, it did, but I'm not superstitious in that way, monkey. Unless you're like purposely like sending bad juju towards my colony, which case I'm giving you looks right now. You better stop. Yeah. No, they have definitely been dealing with some shit. I think the worst part is for a while I actually didn't have food because I didn't have any kind of storage. It was just kind of like it was in a spot that was actively getting deconstructed and they were just not that worried about actually making the new area. Oh, good. Oh, stop bringing combat supplies. I really don't need combat stuff. I have had, no joke, I think 6 or 7 combat suppliers. Do you know what I really need? Is I really need like a shaman or a bulk goods trader or something. You know, somebody that's maybe bringing some food. Some food would be really nice. I do actually have a fair bit of silver. I could work on a little bit more of this. Yeah, just allow that in that spot. Because this is silver and steel. I've been trying not to use the steel, but if I've got the spare silver, they might be able to work on it. Okay, medicine, yes. I'm going to see what I can do for money-wise, because I know I don't have a lot. Mostly just combat stuff, hey? What kind of guns you got? I would not trust them with that. I'd love to get another, like, sniper rifle or something, you know? Ended up having to sell a whole bunch of guns because they got down to a really shit percentage like this. Like 15%, 30 and under. They're still okay. I'm losing like such good guns though, just because they're getting hurt and they're just leaving them out. I'll just see if I can kind of trade you a couple of good guns each way. Yeah, it's going to cost me a lot more than it's worth just to get a couple of friggin' guns. Where are you guys anyway? You're up here somewhere. I know you guys are prone to just dropping whatever your goods are wherever they are. I don't see where they dropped them, so I'm hoping they're not deteriorating out in the woods, you know? Yeah, so the biggest problem we've got is because we had so many people die, there's a whole bunch of people where certain skills and stuff just aren't happening. Also, what's the animal situation? Got some alpacas, ducks, hens. Good. We lost Tallface. We also lost Rosebud. And I'm pretty sure we lost another main animal. I just can't remember what its name was. Yeah, a couple of them just got gunshots to the head and they just never got back up. Like they were just constantly incapacitated. But that happens. All right. So what I was gonna do, I kind of wanted to be able to make some rooms down here. The only thing is that I'm either starting beneath that, so I'm not dealing with this, which means that they have to walk pretty far. So I'm not really against, to be fair. Rugger's just walking around like insulting everybody. Might honestly do that. I might make it beneath here. I know it's a bit of a waste of a space, but I don't really care that much, considering how much I spread out on this map anyway. Let's just take it across from here then. What has started to roam away? And why are they starting to roam away? Where is the break in the fence? There. And all throughout here. Okay, well, you people have fun with that. I'm going to be building. Also, Amia, maybe make some rocks. I swear, sometimes I just, like, you leave them to what they're doing and they just screw everything up. Another quest. And what's this for? Message of items worth that for a chain shotgun. Maybe an unknown threat. That sounds like a trap and a half. Where is this? It's not that far down. Is this a bandit camp that's right there? It is. I'm like, this has got 11 people that's going to attack. The funny thing is I ended up selling a bunch of these for food and steel because we needed it much more than we needed a healing mech serum on hand. Also, they hate breaking apart things, I've noticed. Like, to get them to do something like that is going to take them forever. I did think about putting a door down about here on both of these. Although, where's that line up there? Just under it. They'll work. They'll be right there on the fridges and the storage, because what I want them to be able to do is be able to come in and go in that way as well if they're bringing in a corpse or something. They'll work out nicely. Now, I had an idea with this, but I don't know how well it would work is if I did like some sort of triangle-y sort of things. Because what I wanted it to do is be, well, there's two ways I could do this. I can either have a straight line sort of block where it's like, you have to be a bit more than that. Probably like about a 13, right? And if you put a line there, then you have down to, I don't know, 6. So there's a central line there. And on either side of that, you have a wall. So they have like a wall in here and a wall there with doors on it. And you can have central heating and shit here. And then you just have the occasional external door is what you can have. That's one way to do it. Although, realistically, compared to everything else I have on this map, boring as piss. Honestly, this stuff started looking cartoony with this black outline, to be fair. The other thing I had an idea for was, instead of that shape specifically, was if I bring this along here, was to try and not make it that tall, but it would have been coming down like triangles. Like I said, not as tall. And therefore each person would have like an entryway door on either side. And I could probably divide this in half, end up with extra triangles for rooms. It'd be interesting. This one, the rectangle one, it's really easy. Doesn't really take much thought power. The other one, not so easy. Actually requires a bit of thought power. That would require me starting from center part and not going down as far and figuring out how big of a room I want it to be. Because this size room is already too big, and I could imagine taking it down to about, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the maximum. Yeah, you can have your food binge. All I know is if the animals are slowly escaping, they'll be hooking them all up. That's fine. Wildlife. We got